Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to more Armored Core. Armored Core 2, the PS2. Cool game. Hi, Spoon. We're working on time. Great. Well, I'm glad you did. So yeah, I've been playing this one. I've been making my way through the games. I already beat all three of the PS1 titles. I think I'm about halfway through this one. So my plan is we'll watch this intro cutscene. I'll start a new file so we can see the cool intro mission because I think it's pretty neat. Establishes this new PS2 aesthetic pretty effectively. And then I'll load my other file, which like I said, I think about halfway through the game. Do some missions, do some arena stuff, kick some ass. But yeah, enjoy this intro. It's really good. Cool music. Hi Troop, hi Mouse. Yes, this game takes place on Mars. Yeah, I have the intro sequences for these games so far. This is probably my favorite. Not only is it all choreographed really well, but it's like, yeah, this is the gameplay. This is what it's like to play this game. I don't know if it will go on my all-time great game intros list, but it's up there. I mean, look at that. That's great. Of course, the music, still killer. I definitely prefer these more, you know, proper electronic music tracks in these early ACs over the later ones. Yes, that's right. Armored Core 2. But not just any Armored Core. Now we're in widescreen, see? Yeah, so I'm playing in PCSX2. Got all the widescreen, fixes and all that stuff. Game running at 4K, so it's going to look really good. And this game is natively at 60 FPS, even on original hardware, so it feels a pretty big upgrade just mechanically in that regard. I missed my chance here. But yeah, start up, we'll do first mission, and then I'll load my other file. I think for variety's sake, one of the things I'm going to be doing is kind of aiming for different builds for each of these. Keep it fresh since I'm going to basically be marathoning all this. But with this one, I basically have a heavily armored tank build. We'll see that momentarily.
Earth year 223.
Let's skip this. Yeah, this is, as far as I can tell, the same continuity of the PS1 games. I don't think it necessarily matters, but there's some references. But after all of that stuff, now we're on Mars. Yeah, visually, this big upgrade, as you can see.
You know the drill. This mission will test your abilities. The test is simple. All you have to do is destroy all MTs that have entered this region.
It is slightly misleading, I will say. Not all the missions look this nice,
You will be
but
registered
this
as a
one
raven
definitely looks
in the
good.
arena. If you fail, you die.
Yeah, upscales very, very nicely.
I'll accompany you as an observer, but only in that capacity.
Very
Keep this
clean.
in mind. Here they are. Time to see what you learned on Earth.
That's a great line. Time to see what you learned on Earth.
System engaged.
Go straight along the road and clean them out.
Oh, got the overboost now. Another upgrade from the, let's say upgrade, a new mechanic from the older titles. I'll say one thing. See these little cars? They don't explode when you step on them. They did in the PS1 games. That seems like a really obvious oversight. I don't know. Another PS2 emulator shutting down due to dev drama. I know there was some stuff with DuckStation, but I wasn't aware of anything with PCSX2. But the lead developer for DuckStation has joined the PCSX2 team, and immediately upon doing so, brought over that wonderful UI from DuckStation. So it just feels a lot better to set up. You know, very straightforward, looks clean. In terms of stability and performance too, I mean, it was good before, but now it's, I mean, you could tell me that this was an official, you know, HD port or something, and I would believe you. Most of these, you know, most PS2 games run pretty much flawlessly.
Just going to give up or what? Not bad. Your piloting abilities are impressive. Congratulations. From now on, you are a Raven.
You'll also notice with Armored Core 2 here, the voice acting is not extremely loud anymore, which I really appreciate. It's such a strange thing in those PS1 games, and it's not just an emulator thing. I checked on real hardware. Those games, the voice acting, it's mixed like what sounds like at least 10 decibels higher than anything else in the game. It's very, very loud. But yeah, in terms of the game flow, basically the same thing, you know, as these PS1 games. You got your missions, your garage, your shop, you do all the fun stuff you want to do. All sorts of fun colors. You really start to get in depth now here, too. I want to go really crazy with it, but I'm not going to do that. What I am going to do is load my file. So, a little bit of an upgrade. Now we're talking. Let me introduce you to Dutch. So, basically going between two setups for my AC. One for missions, which is this build, and then a modification for the arena, which is this build. The dual Gatling guns on the back and grenade launchers for arms. Once I got those Gatling guns, difficulty basically felt like it got turned down several notches. Yeah, let's do a little arena stuff first. I'm already up to 10th place. Already took out all these other fools. I will say the AI in this one does seem a little downgraded compared to the PS1 titles. I mean, especially Master of Arena. But yeah, fighting other ACs, they don't seem quite as smart. Check this guy out though. They all have, you know, neat little blurbs and backstories and, you know, custom designs and all that stuff. This guy's been my favorite so far. Number 1. He's obsessed with the number 1 and has put a great deal of effort into his current position. He'd rather be ranked 11th than 1st, as it has twice as many ones. And, if that wasn't enough, if you take a close look at this guy in his sideways profile here, he's actually shaped like the number 1. So yeah, it's cool. Anyway, let's go up against the next enemy here, Merciless. Specializing in assassinations, this pilot will mortally wound his opponent and finish him off with his blades. He's referred to as the Grim Reaper. Thick tank tread legs, so you gotta have it. So yeah, you get to choose the arena you want to go in, and depending on your build and your enemy's build, some of these are better than others. But let's take it to the Battle Dome. Yeah, DuckStation guy. It's based. fast. He might get me. Yeah, he's got me. Feels familiar, huh? I think the strat would be keep our distance with this guy. Of course, we can land some of those grenade launcher blasts, they'll do the trick. One new element of this that I'm not crazy about is this heating thing, like overheating. You're like, basically like being poisoned in an RPG or something. It's like your health starts draining. And if that's not bad enough, you start hearing that constant click. Oh yeah, that'll do the trick. Ooh, that's gotta hurt. Yeah, that's tough. Maybe I shouldn't have been shit-talking the AI before I started. So this started, I think, with Project Phantasma, but get these replays after the fights. I do kind of wish it asked you if you wanted to actually watch them, but it automatically loads it. But you can actually switch camera angles here. They're not the best camera angles, but you can switch them. Your point of view, enemy's point of view, and just kind of like, you know, news cam. Yeah, this looks really nice upscaled. These textures have held up well. Model complexity. Yeah, if you are in the loser POV, you get to see the lose. See? Excellent. Good afternoon, Tier. Nice tank. Thank you very much. I'm playing this on PCSX2. I don't know what build it's called, the QT build or whatever. The one that has the nice dock station UI. And keep it updated every time I open it up. Say yes. Okay. Yeah, it's a little bit of arena action. Let's do a mission. I only have one choice right now. The last one I did had a plot twist, so I don't know. Hopefully I won't spoil anything to anyone who's looking to play this, but the last one had a big plot twist.
We request that you board our submarine and protect it en route to its destination.
I will say the mission briefings here, these voice actors, most of them are really funny, so I'm hoping to get a chance to show you guys the LCC one. There was one earlier on that sounded like a Khajiit from Elder Scrolls.
The submarine is transporting the recovered...
The LCC guy sounds like George Takai.
...by LCC
really funny.
and Belena to regain them. LCC has an impressive naval arsenal which includes aircraft carriers. Many dangers await us.
There's some really funny dialogue in these games. Intentionally and not. 9-ball in Master of Arena. That, I laughed so hard. What's a high-ranked Arena AC doing here? Wow! I heard you were looking for me.
And all eventualities.
You've grown too dangerous.
Unidentified units detected on radar. We can't dive. The water is too shallow.
Those water effects actually look pretty nice.
You've got to protect us.
Main system.
Yeah, originally I had a bit more of a red trim on my tank here. I was trying to make it look like a Famicom or something. But I think it looks a little cleaner. Oh, wait.
You have been warned.
Yeah, pretty basic. It's actually, you start to notice some like really similar missions in some of these games. Like there was one in, it was like the same exact thing, Master of Arena, and I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly, there was one in either AC4 or For Answer that was, again, the same thing. Defend the submarine. Oh, oh my god. Okay. Yeah, yeah, same thing. Like naval ship shows up. Oh, you know what? I forgot to change my weapon loadout. Yeah, this isn't gonna go well. Either get extremely conservative with the ammo. The reason you don't want to bring that grenade launcher into the missions, as insanely devastating as it is because you have very little ammo, and the ammo for it is extremely expensive. It's like every single shot is like $20,000. So, maybe not 20,000, but expensive.
Enemy aircraft approaching.
Let's see if I can do it though with just this ammo. I'm probably gonna go into debt thanks to this mission. We'll see. The directional sound here is quite good. Playing this with headphones, I can hear these helicopters clearly flying around in 3D space. It's helpful. It's like they've got some radar jamming. That's why it's updating so slowly in my radar up there. Alright. Eight shots. Actually, 4 shots. Because both cannons fire simultaneously. It's not looking good. No, I'm out of ammo.
Dive soon. Hold them off.
Alright, let's hopefully they can survive now. Some of these missions are contingent on actually destroying, you know, the enemies if that's what the objective is, but I might have taken enough of these things out early on, prevented enough damage where this thing can just dive, okay, without me. We'll see. Say your prayers. No, I haven't checked out Omega Boost yet. You know what I did play though? I've forgotten the name again. Moonrider or something, that indie game that's like kind of, well, very influenced by Shinobi. I played the demo on that on Steam a couple days ago. It's good. It feels very, very, very much indebted to Shinobi 3 and the gameplay mechanics, but it's cool. You know, just like I'm looking at the perspective of like an unofficial sequel. I'm down. Yeah, I hope I don't actually have to destroy that last one there. Might have to though. Vengeful Guardian Moonrider. Yes. It goes better just being called Moonrider. I agree. Yeah, I'm gonna load my state here. Start this mission over. Yep. That's why it's appropriate to bring the right loadout. There we go. Try that again. Pretty easy. Just need the ammo. Estimated success rate, 32%.
Unidentified units detected on radar.
I'm very confident.
We can't dive. The water is too shallow. You've got to protect us.
So pretty similar setup, just instead of a laser cannon instead of grenades, but chain gun, one chain gun
AC cannot
instead
be
of dual
recovered
gats
fall into the ocean.
with an ammo pack. So no problemo.
Enemy battle cruiser detected. Commence attack.
Still, unless you're using energy weapons, you are paying for every bullet. And usually, you know, you're still walking away from these missions with a profit, but you need to be cognizant of that. Because A, you know, you need enough to actually accomplish your goal or whatever. And B, be paying like a lot of cash if you fail. The downside of the energy weapons, of course, is that they use energy when you fire them, so you need to be wary of that. Like I just messed up on and overheated for a sec.
Enemy aircraft approaching.
Say the controls are still a little weird. We're still using L2 and R2 to look up and down, despite this, you know, being on the PS2. Alright. What's this part? Is that like a meteorite? It's just a missile. Alright. I love those animations of things like the Gatling guns folding in and out like that. Same with this chain gun. It's a really dark mission, so it's kind of hard to see, but
Able to dive soon. Hold them off. Commencing dive. Return immediately.
you got it.
Mission objective achieved. System switch to normal.
Meteorites, I'm doing my part. That's such a great movie. I'm gonna watch that again soon. Okay, so yeah, as you can see, just like the other ones, all these other games. I mean, they're all these games. It's basically the same gameplay formula, which is cool. But yeah, get your money, subtract your expenses. You're left with hopefully something in the positive. As a reference to Starship Troopers. Here's it possible to play Verdict Day on emulator. I haven't gotten that far yet, but I do think that one still has some issues, at least on RPCS3. I'm not sure. I don't know if the 360 emulator, I forget what it's called, can handle that one better. I'm not sure. Investigate Murakumo Dome. Yeah, so here's one of those references. The older titles here. Murakumo, they were the one of the corporations in the first one. versus Chrome. So I guess they got a foothold here on Mars, and then things didn't work out for them.
We hereby request that you investigate Leos Klein, leader of the Special Forces. We want you to sneak into Murakumo Dome, a structure left over from the first terraforming. The dome is typically abandoned, but we've been notified that a person fitting Klein's description has been seen entering and leaving the facility recently.
Leos Klein, he might be the protagonist from Master of Arena. There's some references that I think that might be the implication.
Perhaps we can gain some useful information with which to oppress the LCC by discovering Klein's purpose for being there. We have great faith in you, Raven.
The LCC here, by the way, is Earth's government, who's attempting to gain more influence on Mars. Of course, like these, what I like, you know, in AC1 and this one, it's just focusing more on this like corporate warfare aspect. Everyone's operating in the shadows, and it's not exactly clear who is, you know, right or wrong. And you know, you're just a Raven mercenary, so you're just there for the paycheck. But I think I'm on an ending route already, based on my choices.
Return here once your investigation is complete.
Okay.
Main system engaging combat mode.
You'll notice it's silent. That's unusual. You know, there were plenty of missions in the PS1 games that had no music, but AC so far, AC2 here so far has always had tracks playing. Spooky.
Looks like there's nothing here.
Yeah, I hate that the cars don't explode when you run them over.
I'm picking something up on the radar.
That just looks really silly. I think this is just going to be an AC
High
fight.
temperature response. Missiles approaching. Get out now.
Oh.
Enemy units detected. ACs.
Yep. Okay.
It's a trap.
You know too much. We don't need you.
Yeah, look at this destruction. Awesome.
Detecting your AC while enemy units are present.
This is the first one that really had that stuff on a larger scale. These guys can't hang with a laser cannon, though. Yeah.
Enemies destroyed.
Yeah.
Out of there now.
Still got 2 minutes left. Stretch my legs out a little bit.
Mission objective achieved. System switch to normal
My
mode.
tank treads, I guess. Yeah, I'm really happy with this build. Voice acting this Rogue Squadron. You know, I never played any of those. I'd like to. Never played any of those. Should anyone else find it annoying when a game is in space and it has sounds? No, I don't. I know that it's unrealistic, but in terms of, you know, being dramatically satisfying, or, you know, in this case, fun explosions and stuff, I'd rather have that. Not always. I mean, there are exceptions. I guess it depends on the tone the piece of media is going for. Like 2001, just hearing like Dave's breathing in the spacesuit, that's totally perfect. But for Star Wars, yeah, you gotta have all those explosion sounds. So my answer is, it depends. Let's take another crack at the arena. Switch my build to grenade arms. There we go. Yeah, as the first few hours of playing this, I didn't pick up on the fact that you can have multiple AC builds. It says in the top right AC change. I guess I just didn't look at it in the corner. But it's strange because it's not like a list. It's just kind of strange, and it like loads them not all at the same time. Yeah. Anyway. Lena. Dreadnought. The pilot chose a caterpillar base for his AC so to optimize his AP and offensive strength. His versatility in combat makes him a dangerous foe. Yeah, the plasma cannons he's got on his back there are pretty powerful. use those temporarily. Sorry about the flicker on this screen. I'm not sure why that's the case. Seems to be the only spot that the deinterlacing patches does not work. This is Mars, Spoon. Mars. Yeah, I'm not sure what was up with the ocean level there. I mean, I know they talked about terraforming, but who knows? Yeah, I love the effect on... hold on. Smoked here. Gotta focus in the arena. He is a heavy hitter. I am in the top 10 now, so I guess it's appropriate that things get a little tougher. Yeah, wow. It's got a ton of armor. Just like DPS race, I think. Moz. Yeah, try and hit him with my big grenade blasts. Not get hit by his. Okay, so here's an example of the AI thing I was talking about earlier. Check this out. He's just stuck behind that wall there. So we'll try to use that to our advantage. I don't recall that ever... Oh no! I was to say, I don't recall that ever happening in the PS1 games. In the arena fights. Rob Button. Interesting. Here's a weird bit of voice acting trivia. Did you guys know that Harry from Silent Hill 1 is the same voice actor as Dracula from Symphony of the Night? That's strange. I mean, that's a very dynamic difference in performances, huh? Here's another one. The guy who voices Richter in Symphony of the Night is the guy who did the voice acting for Chris in the PlayStation original version of Resident Evil. Weird. Yeah, I was very surprised to read that earlier. Hey Federico, how you doing? I'm gonna give this fight a couple more shots. One of the things with the tank bases is that you can't really... You don't have your regular boost. Just do it. None of that fancy stuff. There we go. Yeah, the effect there on the plasma cannons that he's got on his back. I'll switch to his POV in this replay. I think they look really nice. It's a really nice effect for a PS2 game. Yeah, that looks really solid. These games, you know, I know everyone's on the hype train for AC6, myself included, admittedly, but I am really enjoying playing this series. I wish I had checked it out sooner, because it definitely scratches a lot of those same gameplay itches that the Souls games do. The customization, just, I guess the core elements of gameplay. I've been working hard on lots of different scripts for lots of videos, but yeah, I think Demon Souls, yeah, playing these, it's kind of like it's the marriage of the aesthetics and exploration of Kingsfield, but with some of the control elements and just general gameplay of Armored Core here. Especially those PS3 titles. I mean, AC4 and 4 Answer. You know, your control scheme is actually very similar. Anyway. Yeah, I've got a lot of stuff in the works. The next few videos, there's going to be a lot of activity on this channel. Next few months, there's going to be a lot of videos on this channel. Oh, switch the build back. I'm finishing up the Sekiro video. I'm very, very, very happy with how that's turning out. It should be done in a few days. I'm very proud of that one. That's going to be done very soon. Then I think next week or the week after, I'm going to have the PS1 trilogy for Armored Core retrospective or review done. And then there'll be one more, I think, for January. Then I've got plans for February, and I'm going to try and keep this momentum going. Some things have changed with my workflow as well that have made this easier to accomplish. Yeah, all these Geomatrix assignments. I want to get that, where's George Takai back? LCC, come on.
I'd like to make a request as representative of Geomatrix's Earth headquarters. As you know, we're at war with Geomatrix's Mars division.
Yeah, it's not even just between the corporations anymore. It's like Earth and Mars divisions. It's great.
Clearly, this was caused by LCC's high-handed attitude. The battle isn't in our favor, so yesterday we made a peace proposal with LCC during a meeting held on Earth. However, the Mars division adjourned the meeting in fierce disagreement. We don't want to make the situation any worse, but we're concerned about something they said. Their last words were, "We still have a card in our sleeve."
It's always a great way to end interplanetary meeting, huh?
Since the meeting, the Mars division has ceased all communications and dispatched troops to the Underground Railway. This must be the card they were referring to.
I have played both Kingsfield 4 and Shadow Tower Abyss. I've played I played about half of Kingsfield 4 and the first 20 minutes of Shadow Tower Abyss. Both of those have been in my short list of games to possibly stream over the last like month or so. I mean, they still are. So, you watch out for those.
We also
no
sent
problem,
teams
man.
to the railway, but have since lost contact with them. We have no choice but to ask for your help.
They're both really cool, but
Infiltrate the railway and stop them.
like this, I think the best way to play them now is on these emulators. I mean, especially with Kingsfield 4, because with Kingsfield 4, you can throw in these patches to make the control scheme not so, you know, archaic. Obviously, the higher resolution is very flattering for the PS2 era, I think. Okay. Destroy everything. Got it. They're both really cool games. Shadow Tower Abyss actually has a pretty modern control setup, which is nice.
AC detected. High heat.
These guys.
Heat source is increasing.
It's funny to see these guys again. They're early game type enemies. Yeah, you can speed up the movement, but in Kingsfield 4, I think... Oh. Almost left the mission area. Kingsfield 4, I don't think you want to do that too much because it starts to break the difficulty. Like, the enemies are... Look at this. What's going on here? Did I just grow a pair of legs under my tank base? I wish I could rotate the camera somehow. That is very strange looking. There we go. Yeah, my AC1 trilogy build was a very speedy guy with the Kurosawa rifle and the Moonlight Sword. Yes, it's even in Armored Core. The Moonlight Sword is a weapon you can get in these games. This looks destructible.
Help me! Help!
Yeah. Yeah, he was Mr. Speedy, so I wanted to go with a slow, tanky build here for the PS2 gen, or at least for AC2 and Another Age. Oh, that animation I was talking about earlier. That's simple, but I just love that. In For Answer, I was rocking the same thing, although it was like with the dual back Gatling guns. Just the animations, all the different little components pivoting and moving. Really cool looking.
It's
Oh.
extremely hot. What is it?
Metal Gear. That is that's a, oh my god. What is this thing? Okay, cannot get underneath it.
Mission objective achieved.
That was a seriously cool design.
Normal mode.
You do see some of the like big enemies in these earlier ones. Not too many, but you know, I started with Francer. You've got the huge arms forts in that one. Colossal, you know, they're like 10, 20 stories tall. Some big stuff here, but not as big. But yeah, that was a really cool design. I wish it had a little bit more of an animation when he exploded though, instead of just disappearing. Let's read the mail. This might be a spoiler. If you're scared, close your eyes. Large assorted unit. Yeah, basically through the playing of the different missions, you're creating a power vacuum, and I'm not sure if this one has multiple endings like the other games do, but I assume so. Sometimes I'm afraid for you. I'm afraid of what awaits you on the path you have chosen. Yeah, this game actually is a pretty decent story, all things considered. Nothing mind-blowing, but it's good. I like it. Save my game. Should I do the next mission or try the next arena opponent? Who do we have against here? Rose. Sniper. The enemy sniper. Do I have... Yeah, those are the plasma cannons that other guy had with a cool lightning effect between them. They're powerful. Definitely very powerful. But I prefer the high ammo and reliability of my Gatling guns here. Rose, yeah, she does look ridiculous. There's some silly designs in there for sure. Let's see. Ken Hayabusa. I mean, he's Hayabusa's dad. Samsara. It's a tricky one. That's a really cool design. I like that one. I'm not sure which one it was introduced in. It was in 4A, but in that game, in the arena, when you would beat enemies, you would get the schematics for their build, so you could just like load their build and like their whole setup, the color schemes and all that stuff. You still had to have the parts, you still had to buy the actual parts for it, but it was a really neat concept. Yeah, let's try Rose, sure. This game does have, not always, but these games, the PS1 games too, had things where it's like, anytime it's like a woman piloting the AC, it's like, it's gotta be bright pink or something. Let's do Space Base. Hotel Base. Fortunately, for me, I've got a very long distance targeting system installed. Yeah, this might be tricky. Her build is like a perfect counterpoint to mine. Oh yeah, this is one of the cooler tracks in the game. Rose. Where are you? I think she's probably stuck on the other side of the wall there. Oh, there she is. Yeah. She's kicking my ass. Like, her build is perfectly set up to destroy mine. So slow and tanky. Yeah, we might need a different stage for Rose. I'm sorry, Malice, I'll stop saying it. Yeah, we'll try her again on a different stage that might be more beneficial for my setup. Imagine what MGS2 does to me, oh yeah. Hey, I think you might have mentioned that when I was playing that a few months back. Battle Dome, no. I feel like I have most success on melee base here. Let's try that. Definitely in her favor to stay very far and above me. Land eventually. Yeah. Need a whole new build for her. There we go. Just land like one of these grenade hits on her. Alright. Alright, Rose. One more shot. One more try. Yeah, the overheating mechanic, I'm not a fan of. Maybe if at the very least they dropped the sound effect, it wouldn't be so bad. But it's like being, you know, low health in the older Zelda games. That heartbeat, but on steroids. Yes. I'm really looking forward to getting to the later PS2 games where they actually started using the analog sticks. God, I'm gonna run out of ammo. Yeah, she had my number. No, Mouse, this does not use the analog sticks, other than pushing R3 to activate the overboost. I'm aiming just with L2, aiming up and down with L2 and R2 on the controller, and turning left and right with the D-pad. All the action is happening on the D-pad, L2, R2 for movement and looking around. We'll come back to Rose here. Yeah, she had to teabag me. It would have deserved it. Abort missile launch. Abort missile launch.
Even though they've lost their last card, it's unlikely the Mars Division will cease its activities. They've declared independence and have refused any contact. We've learned that the Mars Division has plans to fire high-density napalm missiles from the Quire Missile Station. They've targeted the major Martian cities. They're acting independently and are nothing but a nuisance, but as the parent company, we're responsible for our subsidiaries' actions. Please enter the base and stop the missiles. I understand this is a difficult request.
Oh boy.
Please be careful and avoid a worst-case scenario at any cost.
Yeah. Switch the build out. Yeah, I think I'm gonna need a pair of proper legs to take Rose out.
Even though they're please.
Use some of the proceeds from this mission, hopefully. We'll do that.
Main system engaging combat mode.
Missiles 1, 3, and 6 are armed and ready to fire.
So this is a topic I still be talking in the video. It just kind of cracks me up, the sense of scale in these games. Like,
Looks like they're armed and ready to fire.
this seems like the AC should be human-sized when I'm like hitting this switch over
Follow
here.
the controls and abort the launch.
But the thing I'm piloting is supposed to be like 3 stories tall. So I don't know. Find the missiles. What is this? I guess with the controls, I could rebind it in the emulator. I guess I just wanted that authenticity. I might do that. I won't waste our guys' time doing that tonight, but I might try that out soon. I don't think this uses the pressure sensitive buttons. I mean, it doesn't use any of the other new features of the PS2 controller. So. Targets are all, yeah, still below me. Great. Should still be careful of the ammo. Another little trick with these games, noticed fluttering the boost, or in this case with the tank treads, you know, jump. But if you mash that and kind of flutter it, it actually consumes less energy while performing basically the same thing. The only downside is having to rapidly push the button and the annoying sound effect. Yeah. Where? Okay, yeah, they're on this floor. Still have plenty of these industrial style mazes in the game. May see with a rocket launcher.
Here. Why here?
Ouch. Yeah, that sound effect. It's like, okay, we turned the voice acting down, but we still need something to be really annoying. Now, do I just shoot the missiles?
Launch device number 1 deactivated.
Yes. so. Yeah, strafing is L1 and R1 currently.
Launch device
I've gotten used to it, but
deactivated.
yeah, more modern control scheme would be nice.
Launch device number 6 deactivated.
Is that all of them?
Secure mode activated. Canceling launch.
Mission objective achieved. System switched to normal mode.
Yeah, easy. Having another try of red wine. Tastes like cough medicine. Well, what kind of wine? What kind of red wine? Is it Cabernet? Is it Merlot? Yeah, it's PS2. It's an early PS2 game. It came out in 2000. Love that logo. Little animation. LCC. There's a track in this game, you hear it in the training mode and occasionally in the arena, that sounds like an Autechre track, like exactly like an Autechre track. And I'm almost wondering, no, because as I said, there's a track from Autechre called LCC, but that came out like 2006. I don't know. Yeah, it does look like the OCP logo. You're right. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. Anyway, let's see. LCC is taking over. We make a declaration. Unified Maz. Is that the end of the game then? Oh. Alright, so let's buy some reverse legs. Heavily armored reverse legs. And something more appropriate for Rose. Maybe sniper would be good. I want something light. Yeah. Sure. Give that a shot. Merlot. Yeah, I like both. Yeah, everyone has different tastes, of course. If you don't like it, you don't like it. I enjoy red wine. Let me think, what else? Yeah, okay. Let's see if everything checks out. Get a setup going here. Switch to an empty slot, which this basically is. Oh yeah, I sold my booster, so I didn't need it with the tank setup. And I need one of those too. Weight might be an issue with those legs, we'll see. Maybe not. Buy a booster. I mean, I've got plenty of dough. Money is not an issue. Boost power. And let's get a sword going, shall we? Shields. I haven't messed with these at all. Interesting. I didn't even know these are in the game. Yeah, I'll go with this very expensive blade. Overweight, yeah, I thought was gonna be the case. So, drop the weight a little bit by where are we at? Drop the weight by 272. So I'm gonna get a lighter core. Okay, now, final touches. A distinct color. Yeah, sure, why not? His legs look great, I love them. Now that's an AC. Nice cod piece in the middle there. Yeah, it's looking good. Take it back to Battle Dome. So I don't think I've used a sniper rifle once yet in this game, so we'll see how this goes. But I do have... Oh shit, I forgot about that. So one of the reasons why the tank treads are so nice is because you can move while using the big back-mounted weapons, like the chain guns and the Gatling guns. Yeah, so this guy might not be... This is not a good build. Also, I thought it was a regular sniper rifle, not a grenade sniper rifle, but we'll see. Maybe I can still get the job done. Nope. Getting absolutely wrecked by Rose here. Not a good build. No. They are slower. Yeah, but the advantage is that you can use a booster, which I wasn't doing. Alright, let's tweak it again a little bit. So for the back, not gonna bother with those. Let's see if I can move while using these ones. You can hear that track I was talking about, the Auteka track.
Main system.
Yeah.
Engaging test mode.
Nope. Yeah, you have to be stationary with this one too. Yeah, listen to this music. like it sounds remarkably similar to a track on, I think it's EP7 by Attacker. Yeah, this build sucks. Gonna take him back to the garage. Yeah, I like the red. Sorry, a red build in 4A. Mix it up. Yeah, if you like that track, check out LP5 and EP7 by Atakra, however you pronounce it. Alright. Sell these things. That's way too slow. Don't want that. Let's find some better gear. Just want a regular projectile sniper rifle. Solid. The shotguns, I don't know if those are any good at all. That might be a good choice. How much ammo? Yeah, I'll try that. And then... I don't know if missiles are going to be any use against her. So... if I can double up on that without buying it twice, let me see. Yeah, Rose is very fast. Ammo. Yeah, I guess I do have to buy another one. I don't know if that'll be necessary though. Yeah, let's try this. Speaking of your former Retro Studios dev interview today, yeah, I read that interview as well. Really, really neat. Apparently, Nintendo didn't want Attacker to do the music, which I can understand from their perspective, but that would have been really cool. Yeah, for years I wondered why they were thanked in the credits, the special thanks, the credits of Metroid Prime, Sean Booth and Rob Brown. So what? They're members. Why are they thanked in there? But yeah, they used their music in internal like demo reels, I guess, but Nintendo shot it down. Oh well. All right, Rose, one more time, and if this doesn't work out, we'll go back to the missions. Yeah, I love them. Very talented guys. That does shoot very fast, my god. Land a hit on her. Too fast. Rose. Yeah, I can't even keep her on my screen. You win, Rose. For Prime 1, Spoon. I'm gonna give her another shot with one of my proper tank builds. See if that does the trick. Yeah. We want the ammo. Just spray and pray. Let's take her to LA base. Try the wall trick. She's already cooked me. Yeah, it's over. Damn. Alright. Cool, but hey man, how's it going? Getting my ass kicked by Rose here in the arena. Everything was going pretty smoothly up until this point. But I'm trying my wall strat. Better burn some of her missile ammo. Just gotta play smarter, not harder. There she is. She can actually run out of ammo. Everybody in the arena is subject to basically the same rules as you, other than going out of bounds. As you can see, she just crossed a few times, but that's okay. There we go. This is how we're gonna do it. She's throwing countermeasures all over the place, too. Messing with the lock-on. Wait a minute. She did just go out of bounds! Alright. I guess I was wrong. She went out of bounds and lost. That was not a good that was a cheap win. Rose, I'm sorry. That was super cheap on my part. I'll take it though. Yeah, some of that crazy drama over there at Retro. Party animal guy. Yeah, I remember reading that as well. Cool, I wanted to ask you something. Is there any way to move your tendency towards white without PvP in Demon Souls? Yes. Every time you kill a boss in Demon Souls, you move the world tendency towards white. Of course, that requires you to have world tendency left. Or not world tendency, bosses left to kill, but that's one way to do it. What else? If you're summoned by someone... No, that's just character tendency, I think. Another thing you can do, it's not official, is connect to the unofficial server that I think their name is UV. If you Google search UV Archstone's Demon Souls server, you'll find it. And if you tweak a couple settings on your PS3, and you can even do this on your PC as well, if on the emulator or PCS3, you can connect to a private server. And in that server, when you're connected to it, you can actually change your world tendency by leaving a specific message. Here, I'll look this up. Hold on one sec. But yeah, you just like drop a message in the game and in the Nexus and then reload. And you can change your world tendency that way. So, if you get desperate, that's what you can do. But yeah. Playing the game for the first time, PS3 version, so good. Awesome, yeah, definitely. Great game, enjoy it. And yeah, it also works on RPCS3. You can do multiplayer that way as well. The private server supports everything. Bloodstains, co-op, invasions, phantoms, just like the ghosts when you see people running around in real time. And the stuff I just mentioned. Yeah, there's not a ton of people playing on there, but you can get some activity going. If you ever want to summon our little PvP, hit me up. What was I going to say? I got invaded one time while I was capturing footage for one of these recent Demon Souls videos. I was just idling in Tower of Latria, and I saw somebody's player, ghost run by. It's not exactly real time. I think there's a delay of maybe 20 seconds, a few minutes at most. But I saw him run up to me, and he was like clearly observing that I was standing there. And I got up to go, grab a snack or something. When I came back, I had been killed. So he saw that I was chilling there and invaded me, seeing that I was AFK. Anyway, yeah, great game, of course. Let's get back to the missions, though. I've been chilling in the arena too long. This is the right setup, yeah. VIP escort. LCC. Okay, this is the George Takai guy. Check this out.
As part of the LCC reorganization, the new director is coming from Earth. He'll arrive at Vilhur spaceport within a couple of days. Your job is to guard the spaceport. Of course, there's no one left to resist us, but still, we must display our power to the new director. In other words, this is a demonstration. All you are required to do is wait along the perimeter of the airport. We're paying you just to sit there. Soon all Ravens will be under LCC's command. This is your last job.
Sounds pretty trustworthy, I don't know.
The director will be escorted by the special forces. Do not get in the way. That is all.
I'm wondering if they're gonna try and kill me. Tie up those loose ends. Last hurrah for chivalry style. I was gonna say, yeah. So that's evil Sulu. This this game takes place in that episode of Star Trek, the alternate universe where everyone on the Enterprise is evil. This is what he went on to do. Yeah, Scarface Sulu. You all remember, right? Ooh. You get those cutscenes here and there, pre-rendered.
They've arrived.
Yeah, I love the art style of these games. Nice, a little bit of dynamic cinematography going on here.
Commencing operation. We'll take over the airport.
Destroy all enemy forces.
This is great. This is where it all comes together.
It's an insurrection. The special forces are revolting. Attack!
Main system engaging combat mode.
Find some cover immediately. Oh.
Combat area. Avoiding mission.
Yeah, I was living life on the edge on that one. Whoops. Oh shit. What did I just do? Weird. You guys still with me? I don't know what just happened. The YouTube screen got all funny for a sec. Still here, great. Yeah, sometimes in these games, the plot still advances even if you fail the missions. I might reload that though, because that seemed like a cool one. This seems like a divergence point here in the plot. So.
At this time, LCC is unable.
Yeah, I'm gonna reload, because I want to do that mission. Hold on one sec.
As part of the LCC.
Yeah, so that was really strange. I'm not sure what happened with YouTube for a sec there.
All the
Went all funny. Saying something about duplicate stream key, and then I had to like get back into this window. I thought I had ended the stream accidentally or something.
They've arrived.
No, I did not see that onion video. Try this again. Cannot skip these cutscenes. Not too long, fortunately.
Commencing operation. We'll take over the airport.
Destroy all enemy forces.
Yeah. This game, like the PS1 games, definitely
Insurrection. The special forces are revolting.
really good. I think the PS1 games had the better soundtracks overall, but this one's still really solid.
Main system engaging combat mode.
Let's find some cover. Jeez. Yeah, the customization is fantastic. I mean, it starts out pretty in-depth, the PS1 titles, but by the time you get to For Answer, it's nuts in a good way. It's very satisfying, very cool gameplay loop. Definitely recommend checking one of these games out. By the time you get to For Answer, you're dealing with stuff like, and I assume 4, but I haven't dived as deeply into that one. You're dealing with stuff like counterweights to help like balance the mech, or you can even deliberately have it be off-centered to help with movement. It's crazy. But yeah, the level of customization is very good. Very fun. Let me focus here though. 2 more. Pretty low on. Take some pot shots under this thing. Love it. I almost assumed that there was going to be like an invisible wall there, but no. Who's left? It's probably going to be a full-on, very fast AC that's going to come out and absolutely smoke me here. Anybody here? Oh yeah, there you are. God.
Klein, mission successful.
Now the real mission begins.
We'll meet again.
Huh. Yeah, I think... I have the feeling that's a divergence point, because I didn't take out those last few units. If I had sooner, would that thing still have been destroyed? Anyway, we'll move on now. Read these already. Which one would I recommend? Do you have to play everything to understand the plot? No, you don't. The plots are basically, out of what I've played so far, the 3 PS3 games, this one, some of AC3, I beat For Answer, and the plots, they're some references and stuff, but they're basically not connected. I think the later half of the AC expansions are more directly story connected, but I don't think so. I could be wrong. But to answer your question, if I were to recommend playing one of these, just one so far out of what I've played, I would recommend Armored Core For Answer on the PS3 or 360. And given that you already have RPCS3 already set up, it would be pretty, should be pretty easy for you. Just grab the ISO and play it on there. That's what I'd recommend. I'm not an expert yet, but that out of the ones I've played, I think that's a good starting place. Basically this, but twice as fast, modern controls. They all have their pros and cons, but they've all been good so far.
At this time, LCC is unable to function due to a lack of leadership and manpower. This request is being made directly by us, the Earth government. Now, the Special Forces have revolted and now occupy a number of major Martian facilities. Even Zeo City and its headquarters, recently captured by us, have been taken over. Now, to counter this, we've devised a plan to regain control, but we're going to require the assistance of a Raven. We hereby request that you eliminate the Special Forces running rampant in the city. We ask that you please enter the city and destroy the occupying forces. Meanwhile, we'll move one of our teams from the headquarters roof down into the building.
The roof.
The location of the revolt's leader, Leos Klein, is still unknown. If you see him, take him out. This is a top priority. We'll await your return.
Leos Klein. He's the guy in the box art, I believe. The blue AC. Kurosawa Mark II.
Now the location.
Let's do it. I mean, AC1 on the PS1 is like another good starting place, but you need to be prepared to deal with some of the old school PS1 control scheme. You know. I think For Answer is a good starting spot.
A Raven, commencing attack. Roger, let's take him down quickly.
Main system. Engaging combat.
This is a cool stage. Wow.
Take care of any enemies on the ground. We'll enter the main building via the roof.
Getting System Shock 2 flashbacks. Yeah, I love the look of this level. Take some cover though. Oh boy. Yeah, those textures look nice. Not super detailed, but very pleasing color. Nice gradients too. Yeah. This one. Oh.
AC part acquired.
Yeah, you can find parts in all these games out in the stages. Sometimes the best stuff in the game. Apparently I missed the Kurosawa 2 in this already. A friend of mine told me. That's okay. I gotta be careful with these guys. Doing serious damage. Similar to streaming AC1, I seem to have started streaming in the midst of pretty significant difficulty spike here. It's okay. Cone. Yeah, I've played Donkey Kong 94 for Game Boy. I love that game. It's phenomenal. So physics and gameplay feels even better than NES platformers in World. Well, it's definitely a different approach than those games, you know. But the acrobatic stuff you can do as Mario feels really, really good. The backflips and handsprings and all that. Like shit's really hitting the fan here. There's Klein. He's taking over Mars. I'll try that one again.
At this time, now the we look.
This game's getting tough. Yeah, but Donkey Kong 94, that's a really, really lovely game. That's very, very... It's a definition of a hidden gem. I mean, maybe not really. It sold pretty well on the Game Boy. But you don't hear a lot of people talking about it these days.
Roger. Let's take him down quickly.
Main system. Engaging combat.
Be careful with those ACs.
We'll enter the main building via the roof.
Just going nuts with the lasers. Be careful. This is like guerrilla warfare. Using hit and run tactics on me. It's like these guys have better AI than some of those arena opponents. I'm just gonna pick the part here. try a different approach. Yeah, wasn't I supposed to have backup? You guys that? I think my lock-on at this point is actually further than the draw distance. I'm hoping those ACs can actually run out of ammo too, but given that we're not in the arena, I don't know. Should be just them left. It's like pitch black texture here.
Almost done here. Come on, hold on.
We are almost done here. Alright, here we go. Damn!
Defense is damaged. Halting combat and returning to base.
Mole-mania. Yeah, I want to check that out. Inability to think of any other hidden gems. Makes me feel like a fake gamer, but really what other examples of hidden gems are there? There's lots of them. It's like the one that most recently hooked me, and it's a few months back now, was Thunder Force 4 on the Genesis. Really phenomenal game. I'd say Devil Crash is another hidden gem. I think I might need a different build for that mission. So go to the arena. Any other games I'm excited about other than AC6? Nothing comes to mind. Like, I'm sure I'll check out Breath of the Wild 2. Yeah, I don't know. Not much. Feels bad, man. Like if years pass, there'll be a lot of games I'll be looking forward to, but nowadays, increasingly rare, it seems. These close calls. Whoa. That was a close one. Oh yeah, FF16. Yeah. I'll have to borrow a PS5 again to play that. Because I don't think that'll be on PC until 2024. Or at least late 2023. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Definitely. Looks good. I'm definitely on board with Yoshi P's vision of the franchise at this point versus Tetsuro Nomura's. There we go. Can't believe we're up to Final Fantasy 16. I mean, counting all the spin-offs, there's probably at least 30 Final Fantasy games. Branded Final Fantasy games. At least maybe 50. Actually, all the mobile stuff. It's been coming out the last few years. Yeah, or a million. Yeah, you're right. My bad. Duh. Yeah, what else? The animal. Heavy, durable AC bristling with weapons. The pilot is feared for his furious style of combat in which no quarter is given and none is expected. That's a great AC design. That looks really neat. Take him to space. When I knew that, I only played 13 on my PS3 when I was alive, and a little bit of 7 Remake. So no, Tetsuya Nomura is kind of a major creative force in Square Enix, basically since late PlayStation era, but definitely PS2 era for sure. He's the Kingdom Hearts guy. He's all like the super belts and zippers kind of guy, the character designs. Yoshi P is the guy currently in charge of Final Fantasy XIV, the online game. That game, when it launched, was in a really bad state, and he took over the project, and, you know, not just him, obviously, but he was directing it, and really overhauled that game into something really good. And he's... I'm not sure if he's directing, but he's at least producing 16. But yeah, it looks good. The person who was in charge of combat for Devil May Cry 5 is in charge of the combat for 16, which is very promising. Same composer for 14 as well, working on 16. So it's really a project from a lot of those same folks. So I'm really looking forward to it. I tried 13 again myself recently, and I can't get into that presentation, man. Those character designs, the dialogue, the endless cutscenes, it was tough. I might try it again and just skip everything and try and focus just on the battles, but even then, it seemed like they were very simplistic and straightforward for the first hour, and from what I understand, it's like that for several hours, so I don't know. So your PS3 died, huh? Was it a PS3 Fat, one of the original models? So pretty notorious for dying. I don't think I mentioned this earlier, but as you go through the arena, and you take out all these opponents, your description of your pilot, your AC, changes over time. So right now mine is this. They admire my foresight and combat tactics. Yeah, I park my tank, and I hit them with the big gun. Effective, though. Let's see if I can get to number 1. And then maybe I'll try that city again. Yeah, fighting the cave. Yeah, it gets good 20 hours in, I promise. That's what everyone seems to say about that game. Man. Moms are tough. The fact that the line was said not once, but twice, I don't know. I don't know what they were thinking. Out of ammo. You win this round. Combat tactics of beta rig out. It was the only time. It was my first JRPG and it was weird. Yeah. Not sure if I ever finished it. It was actually PS3 Slim. It died in 2018. Oh. RIP. PS3 Slim. Yeah, those units seem to be a lot more reliable than the OGs. I actually watched a documentary on YouTube about why those early PS3s and those early 360s were so unreliable. Pretty interesting. Obviously very esoteric topic, but interesting. Long story short, it basically came down to the way the GPUs were designed. The solder points where they actually connected to the board were made of a compound that, when exposed to enough heating and cooling cycles, you know, the kind of thing that happens when you play your video game console, and you turn it on, you turn it off, you play your game, it gets hot, cools down. Over time, those would basically warp and then break. So, you know, I'm trying to think of what was the example he used. You have like a piece of, say, like aluminum or something, any kind of metal, where you keep like bending it, and it bends fine back and forth the first few times, but you keep bending it, eventually it just snaps in half. Basically the same principle, but applied to solder points where the GPU is connected to the motherboard. It was the same issue for both those PS3s and the 360. Sorry to crash, you can't tell. I mean, in real life, see my combat skills starting to go into the toilet here. Try again. I don't like to lose. Speaking of losing, my dad, I know you guys, or at least people have chimed in so far, aren't necessarily big football fans, but I was watching a Patriots-Bills game earlier, my dad. I don't really have a favorite team, but he loves the Patriots. They got savaged by the Bills earlier. It was a beautiful thing. Some insane plays. Some embarrassing moments for the Patriots. Looks like I was better off in the cave. Alright. I'm gonna take a quick little break here. Get a big drink of water because I'm very thirsty. Maybe that's my problem. I'm just dehydrated. I'll come back and we'll try and get a victory somehow. Be right back. Okay, back. Thanks for waiting. Hey, hello. How are you? So, let's see. Take another crack at that mission in the city, or back to the arena. Might want for that fast-paced guy. The machine gun's very fast, but I don't think it's very powerful. Let me try this. I'm gonna buy another ammo kit and then a bigger machine gun. Missiles might be useful too, but try this first. Better radar might be nice, because as you see, mine's very, very slow. Is D. Sebastian the heavy mech? Yeah, he's the big guy. Yeah, he's tough. He just destroyed me. But I usually rock a pretty high DPS setup with my build right now, but still, he couldn't compete. I couldn't compete with him, I mean to say. Yeah, get a better choice here. Machine gun. Yeah, try that. Safe choice. Big guy's liner. Is there somebody even bigger then? Oh yeah, he's big. Jeez. That's a great design. Not too much of a difference, actually. Slightly stronger. I have quite a bit less ammo. I guess I'll stick with that. All the ammo. And I'll give this a shot. Lightweight. See how he does. Oh. I guess I don't get to play the city anymore. Huh. It's okay.
We've received a report from the infiltration team. They've discovered a research lab constructed during the first terraforming underneath Zeomatrix headquarters. Zeomatrix headquarters has been retaken, but the Special Forces still occupy the underground lab. We are requesting that you mop up these remaining forces. Disorder units have also been detected in the underground research lab. Please be advised.
Okay, so old laboratory or space station assault. That sounds pretty cool. Let's see.
We'd like you to continue the removal of the Special Forces from areas they've occupied. Please head for the Hammerhead space station, now orbiting Mars. Reports indicate that the Special Forces are concentrated on the space station. And judging from this show of force, we assume that Leo's Klein is there as well. The main objective is the removal of all Special Forces occupying the station. If Klein is encountered, please take him out also. We'll give you access to Rapture. That's our Mars orbit elevator for this mission only. Please make your way to the space station ASAP. We'll await your return.
This sounds like a real endgame type mission. I think I'm going to switch to my tank setup if I'm not going back to the city there. Yeah. Yeah, I did see the DS3 Archthrones mod. Yeah, that looks really good. That looks really promising. The only thing I would say they should change is the UI, the weapons and items UI. I think that looks really weird. But other than that, it looks incredible. I mean, they're doing a really, really great job with that. Is this my first Armored Core game? No, it's not. Hopefully I'm not sucking too bad to make it look like it is, but I played For Answer, I beat that, and then I've played through the 3 PS1 games, and now I'm playing AC2. Yeah, I gotta do the Space Station Assault, I mean, come on.
We'll give you...
Let's do it. Yeah, it is like the Demon's Souls remake HUD. Massive diamond. It'd be one thing if the item icons were designed to fit in that style, but they're not at all. You know, they just look really teeny weeny. Doesn't look great. It's like apples and oranges. Hey, not apples and oranges. Peanut butter and toothpaste.
Disturbance detected in cargo room 1. Get there now. You won't get lost if you follow the signs.
Gate check. Cannot unlock gate.
Follow the signs. Oh yeah. I was hoping to be out in space, but this is still pretty cool. Oh yeah. Awesome. But AC fans are very happy this year. Not gonna lie, I want to see something Bloodborne related. I would certainly love a Bloodborne port to PC, for sure. But for the people who have been waiting a really long time for AC 6, I mean, the last one of these games came out, I think, at least 10 years ago. So we've gotten, like, the Souls fans, we've gotten, like, you know, almost 12 years now of pretty consistent releases, several games. You know, we've been eating good for a long time, so it's time for AC to take the spotlight for a little bit. But I'm sure before long we'll have another dark fantasy action RPG from FromSoft.
Gate check. Cannot unlock gate.
Bloodborne, that's, man, I almost feel sorry for the game that it's stuck on the PS4 running and that, you know, that performance. It needs to breathe. Those assets need to be seen at higher resolutions and better frame rates on PC. Or at even like backwards, you know, compatible enhanced PS5 or something. Don't remake it. Don't do any of that stuff. Just
A
remaster
disorder
it.
unit. What's it doing here?
I know, but it's got a cool design. It's kicking my ass. Take cover. Oh god. See how he's type matching me? Look at this. Yep. Yeah. Warm. That sounds good. At some point, I'd like to check out
We've been informed by the Earth government
Theracine,
that the mine has been located.
but now I have a VR headset.
They've ordered you to return immediately. We'll leave the rest up to the government troops.
Yeah, it's like the hangar from Aliens.
The prototype has been destroyed. Don't let him escape.
AC approaching. Multiple
Yeah.
ACs detected.
I'm a big fan of acid techno, so tracks like this definitely connect with me.
Hurry to the gate. You won't be able to escape if you're surrounded.
Got a bad feeling about this.
Gate check. Cannot unlock gate.
This is East of Eden. ID signal confirmed. Commencing recovery.
Yeah, there's more cutscenes in this than I was expecting. Not in a bad way, not like long cutscenes, but just, you know, little bits like this, which I enjoy. I think for what they are, they're pretty neat. It's funny, that poison swamps thing, there's actually
Mission objective achieved.
a stage in Armored Core 1 where the entire time you're in there, you're basically poisoned. You're losing health. There's like some kind of corrosive gas or something is the explanation, but that might be the OG FromSoft poison spot. If there wasn't already something like that in Kingsfield 1 or 2. Ninebreaker. From the animal. He's not just another powerful opponent. He's the best of the best. Even though I gave it my all, I still couldn't defeat him. I know you can. Please defeat Ninebreaker in my stead. Here, take this with you. So, a little critique I guess I would make of one element of this. The whole email system here, occasionally it happens. Like, people will give you equipment, you know, take this item. But they don't tell you what it is, so you then have to go into the garage and sort through all the different categories to try and find out what it is. As far as I'm aware, there's not a way to sort by, you know, order of acquisition or whatever. Central control system exists on Mars, and all information regarding the history of Mars is stored there. The ones that have access to the system are the armored machines, unique to Mars. A similar report was found in the documents from before the Great Destruction, but it seems many thought them far too far-fetched. Far too far-fetched. Too far-fetched. Want to see a Madness Swamp in the ER DLC? That would be neat. I would like to see something like that. That would be cool. I think there probably will be some content related to... I'm trying to think of the character's name. One of the demigods. It's the one that Melania is like protecting the corpse of. I don't know if he's still alive by this point. Or no. It's the one that Moog stole. You never see, he's like in an egg or something, I don't know. Still wrapping my brain around the lore for Elden Ring, but Nicola. Yes, that's right. Thank you. It's like the demigod of sleep. Sleep and dreams. There's this cut content, you know, regarding going into characters' dreams in the OG game. It happens at the end of one character's questline. You like enter their consciousness, and it's very neat. So more stuff like that would be cool. Exploring things outside the physical realm, I think, would be an interesting concept for sure. My voice sounds different. Sometimes it just does. I don't know. Trying a new allergy medication, so I think I'm maybe a little less congested than I normally am. I normally sound like this, you know, because I'm so stuffed up all the time. But I don't know. I guess I was starting to crash a little bit too, so a little sleepy. Alright, let's try D. Sebastian again. And, you know, we gotta take him to LA base. Godwin. You see his big head at the bottom of Stormvale Castle. I almost said Stormwind again. Stormvale. As well as... there's somewhere else. Yeah, seeing him proper, we have not. I can't hang with this guy. We'll go back to the missions. Yeah, we'll go back to the missions here. Enough of this. You know it's him by following Fia's side quest to the end, where you see that big head again, the same face, and she identifies him by name. Like the forest map. Yeah, that was really neat. And yes, very useful for that reason.
We've received a report from the infiltration team. They've discovered Zeo Matrix disorder.
Right to listen to that description. Let's just skip past it. Let's do it.
Main system engaging combat mode.
Monitor, what's happening? Raven, our systems.
Oh, I remember you guys. C1.
You'll have to make it on your own.
Yeah, I was doing my like 4th or 5th playthrough of Elden Ring, and I was like, alright, I really need to start doing some of these side quests. Usually I'm just focused on like doing the build and, you know, having fun in the multiplayer and all that. I'm absorbing the lore, of course, but yeah. So I followed her plotline all the way to the end. It's actually really neat. I think one of the cooler side quests in this series. I would recommend doing it. Some cool twists and turns. Ends with a very cool boss, and it actually unlocks one of the endings. Just I discovered you can wear Blood's cut off head like a complete psycho. Well, it's not actually his head. It's the... or wait. It might be his head. I'm trying to remember. But yeah, when I first saw that armor set in that trailer, you know, the gameplay trailer they first dropped last year, it's like, wow, I really want that armor set. That looks super cool, but now having it in game, it's like I just feel way too guilty to actually utilize that thing. It's like one of the eyes is dead. You know, like all white and hanging out a little bit. Chest piece though, you can rock that guilt-free. I think after I finish this current playthrough of Elden Ring, I'm going to be giving the game a pretty long break. I've done, like I said, 4 or 5 playthroughs now, very close to one another, and I have very much gotten my fill of that game for a bit. But I'm sure before the DLC drops, I'll be back in.
Someone help! It's moving!
I did not conserve my ammo at all. Hopefully whatever's coming up I can have enough ammo to take care of, huh? "18 bullets, more than enough to kill anything that moves." Cool design. I like that. Just gonna try and get him in a spot where I can clean him up. Make these shots count. Yeah.
System switch to normal.
Nice. Yeah, you gotta, especially with a build like mine, you gotta use these stages appropriately. You need to utilize cover. To be honest, I didn't think I was going to survive that one, but I'm very, very happy I did. Eliminate Leos Klein.
We have confirmed Leos Klein's whereabouts.
Leos.
He's located in Rapture's core. We request that you remove him as soon as possible. Now, Rapture's reactor is its heart. If it's destroyed, the power it gathers and supplies to Mars will be lost. In a worst-case scenario, damage to the reactor could destroy Rapture. Rapture is an important symbol to those living on Mars. It must not be lost. You gotta remove Klein without destroying Rapture. Help us return peace and order to Mars by eliminating Klein. We'll await your return.
I'm wondering if this is going to be the last mission in the game. He's our antagonist after all. Let's do it. Operation name game. The name of the game.
Engaging
This game.
combat mode.
Oh yeah.
Don't attack the reactor. If it explodes, it might take you with it.
This track. Cool track.
Gate check. Cannot unlock gate.
Shoot it, I suppose. Hey, Sabotage. How you doing? So nice earlier, but man, the simulator. I don't know if I'm like going back to be play these kinds of games on my actual PS2. It's a huge visual improvement. Losing the CRT is, you know, a downer, but this just looks fantastic. Yeah, this music's pretty dramatic. I'm guessing this is the last mission here.
Watch out. They've planted bombs that are difficult to detect.
cannot unlock gate.
Okay, do not destroy the reactor. Got it. Find Leos.
Gate check. Cannot unlock gate. Gate check. Cannot unlock gate.
Just building up the tension. No enemies other than these landmines.
Gate check. Cannot unlock gate. Gate check. Cannot unlock gate.
Soundtrack is nice. Never played Armored Core. Yeah, these games have very, very cool soundtracks. Let's do it. Here we go. Stacy looks a little strange. Almost like it was stitched together with meat or something. Oh shit. Yeah, don't destroy those.
Safety teams verify reactor status, commence operations ASAP.
Whatever. What's an AC mission without a little collateral damage? Yeah, the colored lighting here looks really neat. Shots count! Alright! Yes. Oh, man.
Let's fight, Raven. We'll settle this in battle. Let's fight, Raven. We'll settle this.
Oh, plot twist. One they already used in one of the previous games.
It's unmanned. Klein isn't here.
It's not over yet. Oh boy.
Your mission is complete. Let's head back to base.
That was a cool stage. Like the dramatic build up before you actually got to fight him. And then that was definitely a well-paced encounter. Difficulty was just right. Oh my god! Oh, the special deduction. Hey, we told you not to blow up all those reactors. That'll be $66,000. It's alright. I can afford it. Phobos. Confirm that Klein is headed for Phobos, one of the moons orbiting the red planet. It's believed that Klein is headed for Phobos because the Martian control system is located there. Ruins of an ancient civilization have been discovered on Phobos previously, but they've remained untouched due to the great number of disorder units there. However, given Klein's current power, it is possible he'll succeed entering them. It's unknown why Klein wants to access the control system, but it's believed to be his true objective. Alright. I'll stick with that setup. Infiltrate STAI battleship.
We've made a mistake. An LCC military facility has been overtaken by the Special Forces, and Belena Corporation's STAI battleship has been launched from its underground berth. It seems the upheavals around the planet were a ploy designed by Klein to split our forces. His objective was to take over the military facility and launch the STAI. The STAI is a battleship designed by Belena, with enough firepower to destroy the entire planet. Fact is, Klein has acquired the greatest weapon on Mars. Klein must be stopped. Right now he's headed towards Phobos, and it's likely he'll attack the surface from that position.
I should save my game.
Now enter the STAI via the transport ship and shut it down. A lot of Ravens have been hired for this mission. Your combined strength is the key to success. We wish you the best of luck.
Does anyone know why there are very fancy, gothic-looking prison bars in the Ledger Tower Demon Souls remake? Who built them and why? What's the logic behind it other than it looks cool? Well, I think you answered your own question at the end there. It's like, I mean, just speaking very frankly, you know, there are some aesthetic decisions made, some differences that were maybe not contemplated fully. The strangest Latria addition for me is the giant statues of the Queen all over the tower. You know, the Queen that they, that the old monk removed any trace of. You know, scratched out her portrait and the family portraits up in the throne room. Ah, man. I don't even think about that. Okay. Whew. Let's get hyped up here. Let's infiltrate the battleship.
It seems the S-Klein... Now, we...
Yeah, is this going to be a team effort? Me and a bunch of other ACs. There's Leos. Ooh, nice. This looks good.
Target detected. Commencing drop.
Main system engaging combat mode.
We're working on opening the hatch. Please hold on.
I have to take out Leos. I'm hoping there's going to be an ammo refill. Let's see. Yeah, this upscales really beautifully. Definitely Malice, I agree. Look over the side. Yeah, this looks great. Oh! No! Oh no. This is what happens when you admire the view. Yes, thank you very much for your suggestion of saving my game, because something I've noticed here, any of those stages that start with that piece of music when you're going in basically means that if you get killed, the game is over. You're not just kicked back to your menu screen. It's over. So, thank you very much. Glad I saved. Thank you for suggesting that.
It's the now we.
Let's do it. Estimated success rate 15%. I do think the second half of this game, the second half of the missions, are definitely an improvement over the first.
Target detected.
AC1 is kind of the opposite. I feel like you're getting increasingly dropped into these redundant kind of rat maze stages, which is something Project Phantasma, in terms of the actual missions themselves, improved on. And then again in Master of Arena. But this is... I really like the way that this has been developing as the game has gone on.
Opening the hatch.
Both in the plot and then the actual difficulty curve, the mission structures. Dropships were all on my side. I guess not.
The hatch is open. Proceed.
Where is the hatch?
Looks like we're the only ones who made it.
Yeah, dude. Looks like it.
Alright, let's rock.
It sounds like something out of Cigarelli. Let's rock. Please refill my armor. Please. Yes. Who taught you how to drive? Who taught you how to drive? Wow, you're gonna see your excellent course one more time. He's already destroyed, huh? guys. Skip past these guys. Just save the ammo. Yeah, this song. First time I've heard this one.
Gate check. Cannot unlock gate.
Proceed through the Klingon door over here.
Gate check. Cannot unlock gate.
That sounds like a Bayonetta song. Yeah, you're right.
I'm not letting you through, Raven. I see.
Oh, that's funny. Never mind. Now this kind of track. That's what I'm talking about. Very low on ammo. Very low on armor. Let's see if I can do it.
You remind me of another pilot I knew long ago. A rebel. I've already figured someone like you into my calculation. It's my intention that you do not interfere with my plans.
I don't know if this is going to be doable with the amount of ammo I have. Let's see. I like this music though. Yes!
It's not over yet. Focus. That is where I'll be reborn.
Oh. I think he definitely had a lot less HP probably to compensate for the state you'd be in when you got to him at that point. Excellent. Again, all these stages, I'm giving up hope, but I'm not I'm not saying it, and then I end up winning, so it's all good. Raven. Klein has made it to Phobos. So his likely target is the information contained within the Martian control system. What does he gain from this information? What objective does it help him achieve? The only one capable of finding out. I pray for your safe return. Save again. Phobos.
We've received a transmission from Phobos, from none other than Leos Klein himself. The content of this transmission was shocking, to say the least.
This game, yeah, it actually has some decent voice acting.
According to him, Phobos is an artifact left by an ancient Martian civilization. He claims it's an enormous mobile weapon controlled by a high-tech computer. We had a hard time believing him, but there is evidence to support his claim. According to recent calculations, Phobos' orbit has already shifted. Now, whether it's a weapon or not, if Phobos plummets to the Martian surface, the damage it would do to mankind would be irreparable. This is our last request. You must stop Klein.
Yeah, this definitely seems like final mission now.
If this mission succeeds, we'll grant the Ravens their freedom. We'll relinquish our control and allow you to live independently as mercenaries. This is a promise. This is the greatest reward ever offered to a Raven. I wouldn't advise you to pass up this kind of an opportunity. We'll await your return.
Eliminate Klein. Let's do it. Operation Bad Days.
Main system, engaging combat mode.
It's not like the third last request. I think this one really is, though. Troop, I think that's a C and an H, and I believe that's for overheating. Ooh. Fancy. This is really neat. To destroy these. Like it might have already blown too much ammo. We'd be going up against the final boss here. Very cool. The last mission in all of these games has always been really well done. And if this really is it, this is no exception. Save the ammo. Oh my god. Yeah, those things are really neat. I love those designs.
Gate check. Not unlock gate.
Destroy it. Yeah, this is over. This did not go well. Oh, neat. Sounds like the granite sliding. That's cool. I'll give it one more shot, folks. It's getting on in the stream here. But I don't want to have to make you sit through too much redundant stuff. But I'll give it one more try. Save the ammo up until I get to That guy. Oh. What am I doing? Sorry, hold on a sec. I thought I had a save state at the same time I made a system save, but no.
We have not if
Alright, so go very quickly through the tunnels.
Main system engaging combat.
Ignore the smaller enemies. Blow up the shield generator thing. Hang out in the doorway, blow up that enemy down there. Those bats. Yes, that was a very fun game to watch. I love seeing the Patriots lose. I mean, it was a very fun game to watch. No doubt. Kickoff, it's immediate return touchdown, and then the same thing happened in like the third quarter. It's like 100 return kickoff, like 102-yard run. Beautiful, it's a beautiful thing. Playing another age and it's hit or miss. That's too bad. I'm gonna make a save state right here. Try to make this happen. Try not to use it if I don't have to, but... Oh my god! See if I could take cover behind those things, but no. Yeah, 63. Maybe I'll get an armor refill before the final battle. We'll see. Can't fail missions. They balance us by giving you a lot of missions or you don't get paid at all. Huh. Okay, loading screen. Give me the refill. Yes! This must be, yeah, this must be it. This is the Leos Klein beat. Looking for that Leos Klein type beat.
Klein? Why? We were nothing but pawns?
We all make mistakes, don't you think, Raven?
Oh boy. This is super AC.
Human Humans need strict supervision.
Oh my god.
Cannot live on our own.
It's like the JRPG version of an AC.
A state dedicated solely to ravens. I'm a realist, not some fool. All that I've wanted to do is to revive the ways of old.
This guy is basically Big Boss.
Die, rebel!
This is plotline. Yes. Haha. Nice. Oh. Okay. Another health refill, please. Yes. All right, let's do it. Oh! Who exploded? New York Klein.
Raven!
I guess I did it. Alright.
Phobos orbit altered. It's falling toward the Martian surface.
Oh, another really cool track here. Yeah, Nailbiter. Jeez, every one of these last bit of fights.
Destroy the orbit control mechanism. Phobos will stop when you do so.
Where is that? Look at my health. My god. This looks like a texture glitch. I have a feeling it's not supposed to look like that. It's too bad. That looks awesome. Look at that. Look at that texture. Beautiful.
Phobos orbit deteriorating. You'll never make it. Get out, hurry!
Raven. What is it that you wish?
Hmm? That's odd. Was there supposed to be a cutscene there? Oh, here we go.
The government has announced the death of Leos Klein, leader of the coup d'etat. This effectively ends the uprising. Society refers to him as the revolutionary who tried to create a government on Mars.
Bob Cohagen, you got what you want. Give those people air.
It's possible to know what he really intended, now that Phobos is destroyed and the LCC and Frighteners no longer exist. I don't think he was mistaken, though. I just think he used the wrong means in attempting to obtain what he wanted. Mars is about to begin a new phase in its history. Raven. Where will you go? What will you do?
It's always supposed to have like blue circular lights moving around. That's too bad. Probably looks really cool. I'll look it up after. Oh yeah! Probably my favorite track in this game. Nice. Oh hey! There's another AC down. Excellent. Yeah, I think overall this one might be... I don't know. Hard to say which has been my favorite so far. Other than... I mean, 4Answer, it's probably 4Answer, but these have all been great. GG, thank you very much. Yeah, this track is really good. Where will you go, Raven? I'm going to the club. Yeah, that's what I want to do. I want to go to a rave on Mars. Yui Tanimura. Oh, he's been around with FromSoft for a while then, huh? He's the guy who took over the development of Dark Souls 2. Pulled the project out of the fire when it was all going bad. He's co-director on DS3. What's the one I recommended to you? Armored Core 4Answer. And it's on the PS3 and the 360. And I can vouch for it running perfectly on RPCS3. Great track. Yes, more experience than Miyazaki. That's technically true. Yeah, great games. I was originally planning on taking a little break between the PS1 generation and the PS2, games here, but I'm hooked. The games are all pretty short too. They're not very long, so it's not a huge ask to marathon these games. But yeah, I beat it. Great. Next up for me will be Armored Core 2 Another Age. I think I will give that a few days at least, though, maybe a week, because I need to finish up my script for the video for the PS1 games, and I also need to begin a script for this game. Take all my notes and everything. So yeah. Isn't Tanimura the one people usually diss? If they do, they don't know what they're talking about. Because he, like I said, was responsible for saving Dark Souls 2 as a project. I don't know who the original developer was, but he came in and, like, the 11th hour, pulled it together. He also was totally responsible for directing the DLCs for Dark Souls 2, which is why they are so consistently better than the base game. God, this track is awesome. Yeah, great intro sequence. Another Age is quite long. Okay, well yeah, bring it on. I think AC2 and Another Age will be their own video. So it'll be the first 3 PS1 games, and then AC2 and Another Age. And then, geez, the 5 other AC games on PS2. AC3, Silent Line, Nexus, Ninebreaker, Last Raven. And then it'll be 4 and 4Answer, and then 5 and Verdict Day, I think. The Armored Core review saga. There will be at least 4 videos, probably 5. No, I didn't finish Half-Life in that run I started the other night, but I've beaten that game many, many times. So it's all good. And I might still, I might still play it sometime this week. But I've got a lot of things going on. A lot of work projects, a lot of things for just in general. Yeah. So that was Armored Core 2, though. I'm gonna wrap this up. Let me get back to the screen so I can hear some cool music while I do so. I'll save getting to number 1 in the arena for another time. So yeah, as I mentioned at the beginning of the stream, there's going to be lots of activity on this channel as far as proper videos go over the next few months. I'm going to be putting up a in-depth look at Sekiro, Shadows Die Twice, sometime this week. It'll be within the next few days. And then probably another 10-ish days after that will be an in-depth look at the first 3 Armored Core games on the PS1, followed by one more video for the end of January. In the meantime, I'll be continuing to stream here Sunday nights, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, with a variety of stuff. Probably won't do another Armored Core stream for a while since I've done so many in the last, month, but always will be good games, I promise, or at least interesting ones. So I'm gonna sign off, go get dinner. I hope you all have a great rest of your evening, week, whenever it is you're watching this. I hope your day goes well for you. Thank you for joining me. Hope you found it entertaining, maybe even learned something. Good night, everybody. Adios.